Hey you guys, Lacey and Steve here from Duo Reacts.
It's actually Steve and Lacey.
Lacey and Steve from Duo Reacts. Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching our video. We are watching The Walking Dead.
TWD.
TWD. Why did I say that like George W?
George W.
W. This is season 1, episode 5.
I'm wearing my favorite shirt. My Rocket Man
Steve's
shirt.
wearing his Rocket Man shirt. This episode is called Wildfire.
Wildfire. Okay.
So, is there going to be a fire?
Of course.
Worriedness. But, yeah, so in the last episode, we met another group of survivors that were, like holed up in a nursing home.
Yeah, watching after the elderly.
Watching after the elderly. So, those, they were some good people.
And Rick did the right thing again.
He did the right thing by giving them some weapons to help them out, because he saw that they're good, well-intentioned people.
Right.
So,
right.
I'm sure...
I identify with Rick. I mean, I really do like his character.
Right.
I feel if there was a character I think that I would feel more like, it'd probably be him.
Yeah, he's very protective over his family.
Right.
Very... he thinks things through a little bit like he did with, the other survivors.
Reacts.
Right. From what we've seen, I mean,
when the time is right.
Yeah, I don't... just like, we're sitting here wondering, like, well, there's not very many people with Rick's group. And then with this other group, there's, like, 50 people, or how many ever.
Right.
What is his plan going into that? Like, what's he gonna do? Basically, he just reacted, and
could have put him in.
It could have put him in
some shit.
Yeah, but
let's be blunt.
I think he caught the other group off guard too. I mean, knowing what we know now, that they're actually decent people. They just are trying to protect what they have.
But
basically.
Had that not been that way, there probably would have been some fallout. There would have been some dead people.
Yeah, on both sides.
Very true.
But, yeah, so we just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about...
characters.
Characters and stuff. Just before we get into the episode. Like, the whole, Lori and Shane thing.
Yeah, I felt in some of the comments that... And I may have read into them a little bit different, because we all know that texting can sometimes come off as...
Or typing in general. Yeah.
Because I'm horrible at it. You can attest to that.
I can.
A lot better about it now, because I really just don't text anymore, because everybody thinks that I'm mad.
Well, no, I think it's because sometimes when you're thinking something in your head and you type it out, it is not always read how it's meant, like how you mean it. Like, sometimes you're just typing, not meaning for it to sound aggressive, or not meaning for it to sound a certain way.
Right. And I see that, but it can be construed so many ways, and I think that with our viewers, they can attest to that as well. That maybe they meant for something to come out a different way than what they typed it, and somebody took it, different. What the hell? Why the hell did we... Oh... About the comments.
About how we were talking about Lori, and how we felt like it was too soon for her to basically jump in the sack with Shane.
Yes.
I mean...
The time frame wasn't that long. Now, first off...
From what we know...
I want to back up, and I'm not trying to sandwich this and make it good, bad, good, or anything like that. I'm just going to tell you how I feel about it.
Okay.
Because there was a few comments that, but there was one in there that I read, and I felt that the individual may have thought that...
that you were being maybe a little bit sexist towards Lori, because, it's okay that Shane did it, but it's not okay that she did it. Or, that sort of thing.
I wanted to explain it more clearly, I guess. That's my thing. Lori's character, she's an excellent mom. I truly believe that. I think most moms, and this is, me and Lacey talked off camera about this, because it's something I definitely want our viewers to know, that if there's, and Lacey knows this as well, the biggest people in my life has always been a female. My mom, my grandma, some of my teachers, my own wife. I'm
the last one.
Well, no. Well, that should have came first. But what I'm saying is, it's always been a female. Okay, I've always had a connected parent. My dad was a very good dad, but he was a worker. He worked, he provided. There was nothing that I could have wanted. And then there's parents out there that are disconnected. Okay, very, very disconnected with their child, be it a mom. And a mother's love, I always think, is the most important love a child can get.
Well, yeah, because that's sort of like the nurturing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what you're saying is that you definitely see Lori as a connected, well-intentioned, good parent.
Yes. And she's valuable to the group, because she is a strong asset to the group.
She's a strong. I feel like she is too. Like, she's a strong asset. She has a good moral compass. My whole thing with Lori is that I think she's a good character. She's a good woman.
The moral compass we'll talk about.
Well, my whole thing with her is I feel like she's a very emotional person. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen it in the last episode a lot. I mean, she's very emotional, and I think she kind of makes decisions based on her emotions. And in this case, I feel like her husband died in her head, because that's what Shane told her.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband had died. She was feeling a lot of pain, a lot of whatever. And I know when you lose somebody close to you, a lot of people tend to feel numb. So I feel like maybe she was feeling numb, and
no person's going to feel the exact same way over a loss.
Exactly. But this is just how I'm interpreting it.
Okay.
So Shane is there. He's probably been in their lives for a really long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
It seems like they were
absolutely. That's
good
how
friends.
I felt. Yeah.
So she was basically, I feel like she was clinging on to whatever was closest to her husband, okay, to feel something. Because she was numb, I guess. So she wanted to feel something.
No, I'm not going to go that. I'm not going to go that
choice.
far.
I'm not saying it was the right thing to do or the right whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying the amount of time that passed. I don't think any of that matters ultimately. Because in this situation...
timing is everything.
I don't know.
I'm going to disagree.
In a normal situation, I would say, yeah, timing would be everything.
I
don't think this is a normal situation.
Well, this is how I feel.
Okay.
Okay? You still have a moral compass as a person, I truly believe. If Lacey dies tomorrow, I'm not, or something falls out, I'm not going to just jump in the sack with, something that makes me feel good. And that's a fact. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If this would have been a year down the road or 6 months down the road, and you started to see them giggling and sharing a connection, I could see it building over a bond. But this was a very short period of time. Okay,
yeah.
I would have been more acceptant of a relationship evolving
over time.
A relationship evolving
mm-hmm.
over a period of time, and I saw it, and I could identify with it, but not there, not
right.
then.
Right.
Now, what I'm saying is, I think Lori is a very good person. I think she's a good mom. She cares about the group. She provides. She goes out. And she hauls her
Yeah,
own
she
load.
was trying to, go out and forage
and
for
she is caring.
stuff.
But no, I do not agree.
So it's just basically, you just don't agree with that one decision that she made.
That's my opinion,
okay.
And 100 people could disagree with me on this, and that's fine, but that's how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
If I would have saw this over a period of time, and Rick never showed up, I get it.
Right.
This was a short period of time, and she's on the ground, putting the ring to the side. That, to me, was, I'm sorry. And shame on Shane as well. I understand they didn't know if he was dead or alive, but that's too soon, man.
With Shane, I think it might be a little bit different based on, I feel like the way he kind of looks at her even now after Rick is back, it's kind of like maybe he was already starting to get these feelings before, or I think it might.
I think we had to talk off camera about that.
Yeah, I don't
well.
know yet. So I've yet to make any judgments about the whole Shane thing, but with Lori, I'm not judging what she did or the decision she made.
The problem to me, Lacey, is they were in the squad car talking. They were having problems
about their relationship and how they were,
and things weren't perfect.
They weren't very good.
And in a lot of relationships, people go through a strand of time. I can think of over the past 15 years, me and Lacey's had 2 struggles.
Yeah, we've had 2 times where
there was
rough,
a struggle. And
where
that's
we
pretty good.
Might not have been able to make it, basically.
Yeah, and there was decisions that had to be made, and thank God we stayed together, and we have a beautiful family and a beautiful home, but everybody has that, and it's okay to have that. But the biggest thing, I think, is communication and building a relationship over time, and it's not just jumping in the sack, because you got to think that's set this one aside for the moment. We know how I feel about this, but in a normal life situation, even it doesn't have to be the physical connection. Get to know someone, because that honeymoon period, you're not learning anything about that person. Right. You're not learning of course it's great and it feels like love and it's just exciting and it's just incredible. You know what I mean? Yeah. I felt that way when I got on a plane and went to Vegas. Yeah. Ooh, it's a great feeling.
It's because it's new and it's because it's different, but at the same time, you're not really getting down to like the nitty gritty of a person.
Yeah, because there's you're taking 2 people, I don't care who they are, and you're shoving them into a relationship in close proximity, and they have been taught one way. This person was probably had a tidy house and had to make the bed and blah blah blah, and they're used to things a certain way, where this person is the
complete opposite or whatever.
Or there's always differences. You're bringing 2 different backgrounds, you're colliding them into one, and there's gonna be issues. Okay, so let's get that out of the way.
And it's about how if you are able to make it, it's about like how you work through those issues.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times, and this is once again off topic, me and Lacey has started a conversation and we talked well into the morning hours. Morning hours when the birds are starting to chirp. But that's where we made breakthroughs, and that's where our relationship has always grown. It's about being open, honest, tears. There was things I didn't understand about her, and I'd been in a relationship with her for quite a while, and I did not get it. But and I don't think I ever did.
Yeah, until sometimes you just have to sit that person down and break it down.
Right.
Like piece by piece. Because sometimes if you just say, "This is why I am a certain way" or whatever, that's not enough. Sometimes you have to break it down, give examples, blah blah blah. Yeah, we're definitely off topic now.
Yeah, we way are, but it's still worth talking about. Yeah. And I think it shows the humanity of us. I mean, it's we're not any more perfect than anybody else out there.
Right.
And the thing of it is if you tear down those barriers and you tear down those walls and you open up that door of communication, that's where shit can really move in your relationship. So, and I don't feel that the whole Lori and Shane thing would have lasted anyway.
It wouldn't, yeah, and that's, kind of like segueing back into the Walking Dead conversation. That's exactly why they wouldn't last, because it's kind of like the whole rebound situation.
Yeah.
Shane was a rebound for Lori. I don't know if Shane sees it that way, but for her it was just to help her get through or help her get over or get through whatever. Rick. For him, I don't know. But for her, that's how I feel it was.
And maybe we'll see something come out
and
about that later.
We might see more because we
maybe
don't know
he's
the whole
always
story.
had these feelings for her.
Exactly. We don't know the whole story. So.
And, I mean, there's so many ways we could go with this, but he did make a fatal flaw in my eyes. I think just as bad a decision as I thought she had to jump in the sack with him, because I felt that was wrong. I have the equal, if not more, of a disdain for Shane
him doing that with her, because, dude, that's your best friend's wife.
Well, him knowing the problems too.
Yeah, and him knowing the problems and being kind of savvy to that whole
side
of it.
Someone stated in the comments, and gosh dang it, I need to write this down when I do go over it. Someone kind of agreed that they felt that them jumping in the sack and everything Shane would have protected her anyway without going through
I remember that comment now.
Great comment, and I even commented on the comment.
It wasn't about, she was just trying to have a physical relationship with Shane in order to, I need protection for myself and my son, because they would have had that anyway.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, they totally would have been protected by Shane regardless of a physical relationship.
I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm in that situation and I have our kids with us and we lose Lacey, I would hold on to my kids even tighter. And that would be my main focus. Not who can I get with to make me feel better. It isn't about you at that point. It's about Carl. It's about...
And that's I think when we were talking about it, I had said,
but
it was a selfish thing to do on Lori's part, because ultimately it was only to make her feel better.
There's a reason they put this in this show, and to have this dilemma of a debate where people are going to feel, I can see why, and then other people be very opposed.
Exactly.
It was meant to be there to
drum up. To create that conversation.
Yeah, because it's a real situation.
It is a real situation.
People pass away that...
regardless of the fact that there's
an
apocalypse.
We know people that has jumped right into a relationship.
Oh, yeah. We have definitely known people to do that. Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of that.
And it never works.
So,
but
there's that.
Yeah, we'll end that
I hope
conversation.
you enjoyed the little conversation, but it's something I wanted to have. I want you to understand that, number one, I think very highly of women. I'm not Donald Trump saying that. I'm Steve.
He's Steve saying that.
I adore women. I think they're great
leaders
in this.
Be able to survive without me.
Hell no.
In his life.
There's things I do well as a man that I could, you know what I mean, and we complement each other very well. And I think I even said in a comment, a man is the ship and the woman is the sails. Without the ship and the sails moving together, you get nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. They work together in tandem.
Of course, yeah.
Or you get nowhere.
Right.
And then you're nothing. You don't do nothing.
You don't go nowhere. You just are stagnant.
So.
But, yeah.
That said, I'm sorry.
With that said, that's kind of how our opinions are on that situation as of right now. As for, as of what we've seen so far, we don't know if the more information comes to light. I don't know.
If you can tell, we're really enjoying the series because not only...
It's definitely creating conversations.
Are we discussing things like this off camera? Mm-hmm. We're discussing things about what we would do.
Yeah, what would we do in a situation
and
like
through
that?
our Patreon, we have a...
Discord? Yeah, it's like a chat server that we is only available to our patrons, mm-hmm. and we were in there earlier today kind of discussing... a few...
We found a little fun game that Paula, and Paula wouldn't mind, had mentioned that she played a game of kind of The Walking Dead. And I'd like to also ask you guys a question, because this I would like to see in the comments. So what do you think zombie apocalypse goes down? Or the walkers, whatever you want to call them. I did see a comment to maybe call them the walkers instead of
Call
zombies.
them, yeah, because in this Walking Dead universe, zombies don't exist. Like zombie movies, there's no zombies.
Okay, walkers.
So they don't know about zombies. That word doesn't exist in this universe. Right.
I'd have called them zombies, but I apologize if...
so they're walkers.
So
yeah.
the walkers, and I've seen some moving pretty fast, joggers. Okay, so anyway, the walker apocalypse happens, okay? The world breaks out like in The Walking Dead. We get together. What can you bring to the table? Okay?
What's your skills?
What's your skill that you can bring to the table?
Yeah.
Because we got to get this down so when this happens that we can all meet up.
Exactly, and that we can all have our own little community because...
And this is the game we want to play with you.
We want to know what skills you bring to the table if you're in our survival group.
Right.
Okay.
Can you be...
Comments below.
Example, farmer, a medic.
Are you good with any sort of weapons? Are you a badass? Are you a killer?
Are you a caregiver?
Like, would
Are
you know, obvious, yeah.
Yeah.
Different things that would be beneficial in a situation
How
like
can
this.
you help us strengthen our community during this apocalypse that we're having?
There you go.
I think it'll be fun. What do you guys think?
Put your comments below. What do you think you would bring to the table?
This was not my idea either. This was totally
This was Paula, yeah.
But I thought it was so cool, I thought we should do that. Please, comments and questions below. Make sure you subscribe. We're going to get this video going and hope amazing happens to you.
Let's do it.
I found others.
Oh, he's got his walkie-talkie.
If you can believe it. My wife and son, they're alive. I wanted you to know that.
Good for you, Rick.
Something else you need to know. Atlanta isn't what we thought. It's not what they promised the city is.
Desolate.
It's
over.
Do not
yeah.
enter the city.
Yep.
It belongs to the dead now.
They need to do like what
Like
they were talking about.
Quarry. You can see it on
Putting
the
a
map.
big sign on the road that says "Don't go into the city." You know what I
Come
mean?
find us. Watch yourself, Morgan. Take care of your boy. I'll try you again tomorrow at
The
dawn.
realism of this is awesome.
Yeah.
Sweat coming off of it. You can just feel the... She's so beautiful.
She is, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's daytime now. She's been sitting
She's
out
gone.
there all night with her.
You gotta let us take her. We all cared about her, and I promise we'll be as gentle as we can.
See, this is the strong part I'm talking about.
Yep.
You see it in her.
And she's caring, and she
That's what she brings.
comes at. She went at her in a very. Oh. Oh. The sound effects,
That
though.
would be the tough job. But there.
Moving the body.
I want the Daryl job.
We do.
That's all she had. I understand. I get it.
Hanging like that. We need to deal with it. Same as you others.
Yeah, because isn't she going to turn into a zombie? Or a walker? Sorry.
Andrew.
Oh.
I know how safety works.
You might want to let her.
You're not telling her how it is.
I'm sorry.
It's her sister.
She'll come around. She's got to grieve this. She's got to see it.
She has to accept it and do it in her own time.
Wow. She's not in her right mind. He gets it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take the shot. Clean in the brain from here. Hell, I can hit a turkey between the eyes from this distance.
No. God's sakes, let her be.
So I kind of like him.
I do. I kind of like him too. Like, I don't think he's like his brother Well, I think his brother was the bad influence on him.
Oh, well, yeah.
And he's...
This is for keeps.
Yeah.
I just got some on me from the bodies.
That blood's fresh. Were you bit?
No. Got scratched during the attack.
You got bit.
I'm fine.
Then show me.
Oh, I think he
I
got bit.
didn't see him.
I didn't either, but
Walk a bit, Jim.
he's not... He's
Damn,
not
man.
showing them.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
He's bit. Oh, he's got it.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
You're in denial.
Of course he is.
So we put a pickaxe in his head, and the dead girls will be done with it.
Is that what you want? For you?
Yeah, and I'd thank you while you did it.
I hate to say it, I never thought I would, but maybe Daryl's right.
I heard the CDC was working on a cure. I heard that too. I heard a lot of things before the world went to hell. If there's any government left and any structure at all, they protect the CDC at all costs, wouldn't they? I think
That's
it's
true.
shot. Shelter, protection, risk. You want those things, all right? I do too, okay? Now, if they exist, they're at the Army base, Fort Benning.
That's 100 miles in the opposite direction.
That is right. But it's away from
Been
the
there.
hospital. Now listen to me. If that
Yes,
place
you
is
have.
operational, it'll be heavily armed.
Isn't that where you
You'll
were?
be safe
You
there.
did your
The military were on the
basic?
front lines of this.
Hell
They
yeah,
got
I did.
overwhelmed. We've
Fort
all
Benning.
seen that.
Sand
This is
Hill.
the best choice and Jim's only chance.
You go looking for aspirin. Do what you need to do. That's when his ass on balls and take care of this damn hey!
We don't kill the living.
It's funny.
He ain't dead yet.
Exactly.
I never imagined how I lost my life.
Cancer, wasn't it?
Yeah. You girls were the first people that I cared anything for. This is her birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Her birthday was always like a...
Nice transition.
I'll do it. He's my husband.
Oh my gosh. That was her husband?
That's kind of what I thought.
No, I mean, he looks like he's been eaten out. She really wants to make sure he's not coming back.
Okay, blood just hit the camera.
Ooh, that's a looks like years and years of frustration she's letting out on his dead body right there.
Stories she probably has.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's
something's-
breathing. Oh, don't get too close. Don't get too close. It's not her anymore.
She's just a shell of herself, man. See, I'd have a hard time watching.
Yeah, watching that.
Amy.
It's not Amy. Oh.
I'm here now, Amy. I'm here.
You're just gonna hug her? What?
I love you.
Jesus, that close?
Wow.
Oh my God. Crazy.
Penny is there, swimming You watch the boat, right? You said you would.
What?
The hell's he?
I think maybe he's a bit
Delirious?
from the fever, because he's not really making a whole lot of sense.
If it was your family, you'd feel differently.
He tried to make it that.
What'd you say to me? I kept them safe, man.
Oh, you did.
No, they were my own. That's what I did, man.
He did keep him safe,
you
though.
mean?
I'm not.
Come on,
But
man, how'd you mean it? Okay.
Damn it. Won the conversation to
I
keep
know.
going.
Something crackling in the distance. That's Rick, right?
Yeah?
What?
Are you freaking
What's up with that
kidding
look
me?
on his face? What?
And who the hell holds this? Oh.
He was legit thinking about it. Like, what if I just shot him right here? Did you see that look on his face? And Dale saw it too. Look at his face. He's like, what the actual fuck?
Damn, that dude knows too much.
Is Shane gonna be a problem?
Is that gonna put him in danger?
Yeah, because he saw that. Is Shane...
We're not going.
What?
We have family in Birmingham. We want to be with our people.
You're on your own. You don't have anyone to watch your back.
I don't know how good of an idea that is. But...
Box is half full.
He's like, more freaking weapons and ammo.
For everything.
They just wrote their death sentence,
Yeah,
probably.
they're going off by themselves.
They're in Georgia going
And
to
they're going to
Alabama.
Alabama. Which means you're going to have to find gas at least a couple times along the way.
With your kid.
With your kids. 2 kids.
I mean, I get it, I guess.
I get that they want to be with their people, but there's no guarantee that their family is even
Alive.
still alive.
I'm clear now. In 5 minutes, I may not be. Rick, I know what I'm asking. I want this.
He wants to die.
Leave me here. Now that's on me. Okay. My decision. You're not your failure.
He wants to be left behind.
I mean,
It's his...
leave him with some water.
Yeah. Leave him with some water, some food.
He said every bump is...
Yeah, painful.
The damn tree.
Even though it doesn't look like he's going to make it too much longer, to be honest.
He knows it.
It's good.
Jenner here. It's day 194 since wildfire was declared, and 63 days since the disease abruptly went global. Living on the ground and not knowing if it's day or night.
Oh, okay. When he said living
CDC.
underground, I was like, but this is looking like the CDC, yeah. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think that's good.
Corrosive element is deemed poisonous if inhaled.
You'd think you'd be a little bit more careful with stuff like
He's
that.
tired.
But oh, decontamination means burn it all. Okay. And that was probably all of his samples, wasn't it?
Complete.
He's all by himself.
Fine.
And he doesn't even know if he's talking to anybody.
You're tell me only one person was...
So, he's definitely by himself. There's nobody else there.
Blow my brains out. I've decided.
See, now I'd be pillaging.
Oh, there it is. Wow. I bet that smells horrible. Is that saying people are walking up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now.
It looks like loading docks or something. I was gonna say, don't make any noise that you don't have to make. Oh, he saw it moving.
No, just go away.
Just go away?
I know you're in there. I know you can hear me. Please, we're desperate. Please help us. We have women, children, no food, hardly any gas left. You're killing us. You're killing us. You're killing us.
He opened the door.
Damn, that's a cool shot.
Yeah,
Sounds
it
like
is.
a spaceship.
Right? That is a really cool shot, though.
Interesting.
Wow. That is definitely,
God, the episodes just keep getting better and better and better.
Are you getting hooked yet?
Oh, I've been getting hooked. Yeah.
I figured last episode that one really
Vados.
Yeah, that one really got you. But yeah, I've been liking every single episode seems to be getting better, more informative.
Oh yeah.
Very emotional. Even this one had me tearing up.
Did it?
Yeah.
I thought I heard you over there.
Yeah.
I didn't want to look.
When Dale was talking about his wife and how he saw Amy and Andrea, and they were the first people he's cared for since his wife died. That kind of, it's an emotional scene, and it's very good. This show is very good at kind of making you feel like,
that's
putting yourself in those shoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They, how do I put it? They really put human emotion into it. Like, they did really, really well with it.
And even that end scene where Rick was getting super emotional and like saying, "You're killing us," and like getting really like desperate and very
like
that was very it was very emotional and very it was a very good scene, I think, and he did a really good job.
Every bit of
it.
The actors are just perfect.
Yes, I agree, and they all are so different. But they're all so unique, and I wouldn't say that there's a character left that I really dislike, other than like Merle, because we don't know where he's at the moment.
Well,
I didn't like Ed, but he's gone.
Ed was great.
But everybody else, I mean, seems to be okay. Like they all bring something to the table in different ways. I like that. It's going to be interesting in this next episode. I feel like we're going to learn a little bit about maybe what happened, maybe...
We're going to get a few answers.
Yeah, as far as...
Or non-answers.
Either we're going to get some answers or we're going to get absolutely nothing because he was unable to determine anything.
Well, hopefully he tells him before he goes in there to grab one of the dude that was just shot to get samples.
Well, he said that he needed, like, super fresh.
That dude kind of would have been, wouldn't he? Because he was just...
The one that they just shot outside? Yeah. No, because he's probably been dead a while. He said he needs, like, freshly turned, I think. He needs, like, freshly turned. Yeah, I think that's what he was getting at. So, that's where Jim would have been... That's where he would have been a good... Maybe they can go back and get Jim. He just turned.
Or never know
maybe
what
not.
direction.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how long it takes to. I mean,
well,
Amy
really,
was dead. she died at nighttime, and then it was all the way till like the next morning. So however long that was. But is it different for every person, or is it the same, or?
Yeah, I'm not really.
Yeah, so that's
CDC
that.
type
And maybe
person,
he
so.
knows. Maybe he knows. Like, look, it takes 8 hours or whatever. This next episode will be
just cannot believe that the military is so defeated in this. Like, they're nowhere.
Well, exactly.
Like, they have tanks
Like,
everywhere.
There's.
I mean, you would think that. I mean,
And what's up with the helicopter from episode 1?
Yeah, I know.
Was that military?
I don't know. Maybe not. Because it's like they sent in military, and
now it's like everything was abandoned.
Well, they got high gear. I mean, high quality gear.
Yeah, that you wouldn't think would be just super easy to bite through. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
Maybe we'll find out too.
I've seen stockpiles.
Yeah.
They have.
Well, that's obviously what happened outside of the CDC, because you see all the dead bodies just laying there.
500 bullets per person to waste on you.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. But this was a really good episode, you guys. I really enjoyed it.
Yes. It was good.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yes, thank you so much. Great. And don't forget to put your comments in the section below about what you could bring to the table during our apocalypse.
Yeah, if we were all one big group of survivors, what skills would you bring?
And usually we get about 160 comments below, so I want to see 160 comments of what you could bring to the table, even if it's the same as someone else's, man.
That was a very specific number. Usually we get around 160, 163. No.
Well, and it's always manageable for us to kind of go through, but
yeah, and we read every single comment, of course, after our mods.
Yes.
Or after our moderators go through, and then
you should tell
I'll
them
always, our moderators will send us a message on like Twitter or whatever saying, okay, it's safe for you to go into the comments. So after that, we read every single comment. So yes, no spoilers. What skills would you bring to our survival group if you were in our survival group?
Another thing I would like, if you want to contact us, please use our P.O. box in the description below. In the description below, to send us to get in touch with us.
Write us a letter.
Let us
send us a postcard. Draw something. Whatever. Like we love stuff like that comes from you, that means something.
If you could, if there's people out there, especially from other countries and everything, we do want to start collecting postcards. Of where you're from, and maybe a nice little saying on it.
Of course, you can always become a patron.
We want to communicate with you guys.
You can send us private messages on Patreon, and of course, I respond to every single one. So yes, please.
Just as you guys say that sometimes when these videos pop up, you're so excited and thank you and all. We just want to hear from you, and we enjoy your communication with us. That drives us.
Yeah, that's kind of the main driving force of us even doing this.
Yeah.
Is communicating with you guys and talking and discussing things with you guys and just hearing what you have to say about things. I mean, not spoilers, of course, but just in general. We like building relationships with you guys, too.
And you can also go to our Twitter page. And
yes.
So we're also going to start up a Facebook, which I'll be taking care of. Lacey will take care of more of the Twitter. She lets me know what's on there, and Instagram. But if you want to discuss anything on Facebook, if that works better for some of you as well, we'll be setting that up.
Yeah, it's a lot for me to kind of handle like all these different platforms, because like I do the Patreon, I handle pretty much everything on that.
Right.
The YouTube, I mean, you reply back to comments and stuff. But
Yeah.
I do all that, and then I also handle the Twitter and the Instagram. So I have given Steve the job, since he's kind of more into the whole Facebook thing,
Because I'm older.
that he can handle the Facebook page. So I will create one for him, and then I'll start putting it after I create it. I'll start putting it in the description of every video. So go add us as a friend or follow, however that works on Facebook.
Yes. I hope you enjoyed the video. We really did. The Walking Dead is definitely becoming a big hit around this house.
Yes, we are loving this show. Steve is too. Yeah, I was shocked, but it only took a few episodes, and he's pretty much hooked.
Not different than what I thought it would be.
But thank you guys so much for listening to us during our little chats here. This has been a very long video.
Thanks to all our Patrons and all of our subscribers. We really do appreciate your comments
And your support.
And your support.
Yes.
Means the world to us.
You guys got him singing now. This is a problem.
It is.
Please leave a like on this video.
Yes.
Leave your comments and questions below.
Please do.
Make sure you subscribe if you're not already.
Yes, and how can you help us during the apocalypse? Keep going.
And make sure you bang that bell.
Yep, smack it hard.
And we hope that you have an amazing and awesome day.
Hope amazing happens to you. Peace out.